Welcome to my channel Think Unlimited. Hello everyone. In this video you will learn the concept of CSV files and how to import and export data in Python Pandas. Now let's see. The CSV file is comma separated value that allows data to be saved in tabular format. The data fields in CSV files are separated by a comma delimiter, whereas you can use other delimiters like space, ampersand, hash and any other kind of symbol. These types of files can be created through spreadsheet, that is Excel, or any text editor like Notepad. Remember one thing, that the extension of CSV file is .csv. For example, myfile.csv, book.csv, product.csv, etc. Now let's see how to create CSV files through spreadsheet. For this, first you have to open MS Excel, then enter data with the header row or the column labels. Save the file by clicking on File, Save As option, and the dialog box appears. In that dialog box, enter the relevant file name and choose CSV or comma delimited from Save As type list box. Click on Save button and your file will be saved as CSV file. Let's see its practical implementation. I will show you the sample CSV file. The file is created in MS Excel where first row, that is product, brand and price, is the header row, and related to these columns I have entered 5 rows for the data. Now click on File button. Select, then you have to select Save As option. In Save As option, select the, see here, in File, Save As option, File, click on Save As option. You will see the location. I am taking desktop as my current location. Enter the file name product and in the Save As type, choose CSV comma delimited and save the file. So in this way your file will be created. Now let's see how to create CSV file through Notepad. For this, first open Notepad, enter data and separate each value with comma separator or any other kind of separator. Save the file by clicking on File, Save As option. Dialog box appears and in that dialog box type the file name and select Type as all files in the Save As list box. Then enter relevant file name with extension .csv. Click on Save button and your file will be saved as CSV file. Let's see its practical implementation. This is my sample Notepad file. I have entered the data using the comma separator. Now first row is my header row, which is known as the column labels. Then click on File button. Then choose Save As. Dialog box appears. I have entered the file name sample.csv. In Save As type list of, select all files and click on Save button. When you click on Save button, then your file will be saved as the CSV files. Now let's see how to import and export data. So importing means retrieving or read data from CSV files and store it in a PANDAS data frame. Exporting means to send data from data frame to CSV files. For importing data, use function read CSV, and for exporting data, use function to CSV. So let's see how to import data from CSV file to Pandas data frame. So in step 1, you have to create CSV file. We have already created product.csv file with the following data. Then save the file with the name as product.csv at your desired location. Now in step 3, you have to find the location of the file. For this, click on File option and then click on Info button as shown here. When you click on info button, it will show you the file location. It is my current location. In step 4, write the program in Python ideally for reading the data. Here you can see that after importing pandas, I have written the code df equals to pd.readcsv. See the use of this function readcsv. It will read the data from the file product.csv. I have also passed two parameters, sep and header. Now sep here means that the data is separated by comma delimiter, and header equal to 0 means that it will show you the data from the first line. You can see the output here. If I will set header equals to 1, then it will not show you the header row, that is product, brand and price. So by default the value of header is 0. Now what are the meaning of these three parameters? In read CSV, the parameter we have sent is the name of the file with its path. The location is mandatory to pass in the read CSV function, otherwise it will not take the file name and show you the invalid file name. The second parameter sep specifies the type of separator used. By default it will take comma. The third parameter header specifies the number of rows whose values are to be used as the column names. By default it is 0. That means the column names are inferred from the first line of the file. Now we can pass another parameter names while reading the CSV file. See the usage of this parameter. After setting the location and the file name, I have entered the parameter names equals to, and in the list or in the square bracket I have entered 3 column labels, product, brand and price, which are little bit different from the column names used in the CSV file. In spreadsheet I have mentioned the product, brand and price in capital case, but while passing the parameter I have changed the case of these labels. And header equal to 0. That means now it will hide the column names which are given in CSV file. Instead it will show the header names in the names parameter. You can see the output here, product, brand and price. It is displaying column labels used in names parameter. So it is the method of retrieving the data from the already created CSV files. Now let's see how to export data from Dataframe to CSV file. Now for this, first you have to write the program in ideally to create the data frame. I have written this code and then write the statement for exporting data using two CSV function. You can see here that I have created one label data equals to df dot to CSV employee.csv. Now it is the name of my CSV file which will be created when you run the program. A new file will be created at the desired location with the file name employee.csv and passed two parameters sep equals to ampersand header equal to 0. Now this time I have set the separator value as ampersand instead of using the comma operator. Now you can see the output of the data frame. This is the output of the data frame which is shown on the Python output window. But how can you see the output which is stored in the employee.csv file? For this, open the CSV file employee.csv from the current location and you can see that the data is stored in this way. You can see that instead of the comma operator, this time the ampersand symbol is there as a separator. Now you have to note 2 points. No column label or header row is shown in output as value of header is set to 0 while exporting data. You can see here again I have set header equal to 0 and that's why it is not showing any column header in the notepad file. But if the header is set to 1, then column label or header row will be as shown. You can see here at the rate name, at the rate car purchased, at the rate price. So this is shown here because when you set header equals to 1, then only the header row will be displayed. So I hope that you understood the topic of CSV file and how to import and export data between CSV. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe my channel.